Yeah. Okay. So, Hollow Knight. Now, as you can see, I have all 4 pieces of DLC. I'm on the current version 1.4.3.2. Not sure why they even needed that many points, but whatever. And I'm gonna check out the options menu first, just kind of to delay for a bit. So, this game is... Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Pretty. This game is, I think, a great game for a Let's Play because it has 2 components. One, I love it. It's actually 3 components. 2, it's full of secrets, so, you know, around every corner there's something to find. And, I figure I'm more experienced at finding them than a first-time player, even if I haven't exactly beaten the game. And, 3, it's hard as shit, and I'll be raging in all my debts and making incomprehensible noises. So let me clear this weird save that I happen to have. I'm not stuck there. I have a better save on my Switch. I'm good at this game, I swear. And let's start the game, for real. Just the edges of the screen. Seems pretty good. Not sure... Oh, I think this game needs to be a bit darker. Actually, nah. I'll keep it at the default. Okay. So you start this game hearing about your own legend. In wilds beyond, they speak your name with reverence and regret. For none could tame their savage souls, yet you the challenge met. Under palest watch you taught we change-based instincts were redeemed. A world you gave to bug and beast that they had never dreamed. Okay, maybe that's not about you specifically. So we start out with a cutscene that I always skip, but I'm going through today just to get more footage, I guess. It shows kind of what you're looking for, your goal. You need to get to that egg, and what's inside the egg is a scary man. And those are the 3 bosses you need to defeat. Very Super Metroid. And that's your main character. You are an adventurer who has stumbled across who comes from maybe lands afar and is entering the land of Hallownest. Also, your eyes look dead inside, and you carry a nail because you're very tiny. But yeah. And now that you've jumped down, you can actually start playing the game. Now, first off, this game doesn't have falling damage. Second off, it has, I believe, a pretty comprehensive tutorial. You move with the arrow keys, jump with Z, use your nail attack with X. Now, if you kill enemies, you get to steal some of their soul and drink it, which gives you kind of the strength to regenerate your health if you want. I'll take damage to show this off. So yeah, you're using their life force to supplement yours. Over here are hives. These are pretty important because they give you a lot of money, and you know, at the end of history, everything is ruled by capitalism, so you need money to buy stuff typically. This is kind of a basic platformer screen, and if you play this right away, you'll notice that the platforming controls are really good and not at all complicated. You kind of just stop where you want to stop and start where you want to stop. So there's no real challenge to any, like, platforming. I'm saying that there are challenging areas later. But, and yeah, that just introduces how to heal. But yeah, things that would be super hard in like Metroid or hell, even Mario are pretty damn easy here. At the cost of having like less movement options. Now over here is an alternate path. And what happens when you take this alternate path? Well, and that's the first instance of me shooting my nail up. You got another one of these. Fuck. And it's telling me to restore my health. You got another one of these hive thingies. I'm making bank before I even start the game, really. It's just a tutorial. And you go up here. Kill this guy. And over here is another element that basically never gets used in the game. These are temporary hearts. They're extra and they can't be healed with your souls. So if you lose them, that's it. They're not very useful in my opinion. You can later get something that... Oh, fuck, I fell. Can I get back up? No. Can I get that... a hive? No. Now over here is our real talents. No. Oh, I think there's a hive in there. Yep. Now, a bit of a pro tip. If you strike down on some spikes, you can bounce over them, like so. And that leads you to the secret area. Ooh, I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Within our lands, do not hide your true form. Let us all bask in your majesty. Only this kingdom could produce one such as you. Thanks for the compliment on like my pro gamer skills. What does that get me? Gets me Fury of the Fallen. Oh, cool. Free charm. I get a charm before benches have even been introduced. That's nice. So anyways, yeah, that's an option, and it's an option that makes me have to re-platform through this entire area again. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is fun. Thank God I have an editor. But yeah, this is kind of cool, because, like, it shows off how this game really has secrets around every corner. Like, that's one I didn't know about until today, and there's very likely going to be more I don't know about. Because I just wanted to show off that, like, you can bounce on the spikes. I didn't think there'd be anything back there. Anyways, you climb up here. Is the intended route, and not get a weird-ass charm. And, beyond this point, you enter the land of the King of the Creator. Step across this threshold and obey our laws. Bear witness to the last and only civilization, the Eternal Kingdom, Hallownest. Okay, I'll obey the laws if they don't involve any, like, anti-jaywalking prohibitions. Because, my main thing is jaywalking. And arson. I want to do arson. And hitting things randomly with my nail. Anyways, now that I've unlocked that door, I can enter the game. Oof. That was one hell of a fall. Now, if I try to get back up, I can't, because I haven't unlocked the wall jump yet. Yay. Now, I have to kind of drearily walk through this near abandoned city, Dirtmouth, the fading town. If you look around, all the buildings are boarded up, nearly. None of them are open. This map store is maybe opening up soon, but other than that, nothing. And at the edge of town, there's some stuff I'll show later, I guess. You know, it's a big mystery, possibly the real mystery of Hallownest. So let's just talk to this guy, and I'll do his voice. Oh, you came back. You walked straight past me. I thought maybe... No, it's better with, like, the weird-ass noises. Oh, Tubis. Oh, Tubis. Tubis. Anyways, with that spiel about the, like, pointlessness of dreams, we get to equip our first charm. Fury of the Fallen. When close to death, my strength will increase. It's not the greatest charm, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. And usually by this point in the game, you do have nothing. and the game doesn't suck your dick. So let's get down here and begin the first major area, the Forgotten Crossroads. Now this area is really cool because I think it kind of is very good at introducing the concept of like how this game works. It's very meandering. There are multiple paths through it. Yeah, I like to go down here first, just because, I don't know, I like this little area, and it allows me to introduce, it allows me to get hit, it allows me to introduce the Grub side quest. This very sad man has lost his 100 children, and if you get them out of their jars, he will give you money. And if you get them all, you get a special surprise, I've heard. I wonder what that is. Anyways, I'm kind of sick of his crying, so I'm gonna go out and go through with the rest of the game. I believe you're meant to fall all the way down at the start, and that'll get you where you need to go. Okay. Now, you get into the next element of this game, and possibly the most divisive one. If you hit tab, no. I don't remember the button for it yet. Anyways, there's a map button, and if you hit it right now, it'll show that you don't have a map. But this guy, Danchachija, will sell you a map. And now, you have unlocked the ability to have a map. Now you have to do this every single area. Also, this is just a random map. It doesn't show your place on it. It doesn't update. You need to buy things to unlock that ability. Luckily, I think I can get my way to the first boss by year, but after that... Okay, so this shows us where the first boss is. We are... hold up. Mouse. No mouse. We just fell through that tall room, and we're in the room with this guy in it. It's weird that he drew himself on his map, but whatever. Anyways, we have to go down through the lower area, climb up 2 rooms, and then we get to go to face the first boss of the game. And of course, there's that whole area that we have to circle around to later. Fun. You know, that's kind of a speedrunner's tactic. You fall down and die. They should make more games like that, really. Anyways, yeah, this is also showing you the way to the first boss. But really, here's an intense mini-boss. This thing can kill you. It can fuck you up. It can beat the shit out of you. And it's... Oh no, there's another one. Oh fuck. Oh shit, it actually is kind of killing me. Huh. Yep. And all that tension is gone. Now I find it best to head straight to the first boss because it kind of expands the number of areas you can explore, and you know, the more areas, the more things you get. But I fucked up with reading the map and ended up at these hot springs. Hot springs are a convenient location in the game, which makes them very hard to find because they refill your health and, hold up, they refill your soul. No other thing in the game does this other than, you know, attacking enemies to steal their life force. So it's a very special kind of feature here. Now, this is the correct path, I believe. And over there, there's something that's very enticing, but you do need the wall jump ability to get it. And over there, there's a hive. Yay. Now, these enemies are strange in that they aren't like random kind of gnats or whatever, but they are humanoid bugs, just like you, that have become infected with a mysterious disease. So what the Hollow Knight does is he runs around killing people that are too dead inside for it to matter. Anyways, I'm gonna show off more of that down trick. Wow. You know, with pro strats like these, you don't even need to like care about the game or anything. I said as I get hit. Yeah, I'm not exactly a Hollow Knight professional, but one thing I do know how to do is get this high. and have the coins fall in to where this random bug is and die to the bug. Hopefully I'll never die in this playthrough. Hold up. Yeah, that's better. Hopefully I never die in this. Anyways, we're pretty close to the boss now, I think. There's another hive, so... You know, fortune favors the bold is what they used to say in ancient Rome. But anyways, let me maneuver my way up here. I wonder if I can... Nah, better not to chance it. Actually, I think that's the only way you can get up there is to hop down off of that thing. No, that does nothing for me. I probably need a later ability or something. Probably some sort of walled jump. Anyways, that's a sign hopefully showing me that I went the right way. And because it helped me so much, I'm going to mercilessly deface it. And here's the path to the boss. But first off, here is a stag station. Now what do these stag stations do? Well, first off, they give you a bench, which is always nice. And second off, they give you a toll machine with the symbol of stag. Now if you do this, guess what pops out? A bell. And if you ring the bell, guess what pops out? A stag. Now this stag is your means of fast travel throughout the absolutely huge map. It's the last stag. And presumably this was a one-striving exchange system. Also, this shows you kind of the depth of the map, because like, here to here is about the entire distance we've traveled, and it was a pretty large distance. And I'd say it's covered roughly 8 or 9 times over. So you know, there are I think 10 or 12 areas, 2 different systems of fast travel. This is one hell of a forgotten town. I'd argue it rivals Dark Souls in size, and is very derivative of Dark Souls and everything else. Anyways, also, up there, you hear that worm crying? Well, if I go for it, I can find my very first... Oh, come on, where the fuck are you, worm? Anyways, if I manage to locate this miserable worm... Oh. This game has an annoying amount of hidden walls. And here's 2 of those like enemies that were fought as like a near mini boss earlier in a very confined space. You know, that's no big deal. But if you manage to get through that fucking gauntlet, you get a worm. And I'll be going back for the worms a bit later. But right now, let's just go through here and fight the first boss real quick. Now over here is an enemy that's very hard, and you just kinda have to ignore the shit out of him. And that's that. I think he's honestly harder than the first boss. So I don't know why they put him there. I guess it's kind of a challenge for new players. I think the devs like to do a lot is to warn people that this game is going to be very hard, even though the Forgotten Crossroads isn't really that hard. So they kind of try and dissuade people from playing it early on by making things ramp up in difficulty until you get to the gauntlet that is the Hornet fight. And you get past that, you have to deal with the fucking Mantis Lords. And if you get past that, you have to deal with the Watcher Knights, which is about where I gave up on my first playthrough. So anyways, let's go to an enemy that isn't that hard, the False Knight. What he does is he jumps on you, and that's about it. He is about as hard as Bowser in Super Mario, and watch me die to him. Anyways, he fell down a bit, so I'm going to use this time to heal up. And this is the real boss that we can beat the shit out of until we get nearly full soul again. So, even if you tank all this guy's hits, nothing bad really happens. In that way, this is a masterpiece of boss design. Now, although I knew the route to go, and I think I kind of sped here, I think on my first playthrough, it took me about an hour to get here because I was too busy exploring the Forgotten Crossroads. Like,
these are really expansive areas, so yeah. Also, later in the game, they give you a versatile tool set of movement options, magic attacks, one of which we're getting right after this, and currently, you don't have any of those. So, you know, this was a fun choice to kind of make you fight a boss without any options at your disposal, except for maybe that Fury of the Fallen charm I was able to pick up due to pro skills. Anyways, I'm just gonna try and destroy this guy. Maybe he dies here. Nope. I'm probably gonna need to find a time to heal. Right about now seems pretty good. Anyways, he's gonna keep trying to and succeed. Wow. Another thing is the hitboxes in this game are, in my opinion, kind of wonky. You know, they're square, the characters aren't square, it doesn't work out. Maybe I'm wrong about the hitboxes precisely, but you know, just kind of the quality of the animation means that there is going to be some hitbox inconsistencies that will lead to you taking damage and having to run the fuck away while you heal up and then get hit again and probably die on the first boss. And wow, Fury of the Fallen. Maybe I can, or maybe I can show off the dead mechanic. Wow, I did really bad on that boss. Now, when you die, your soul jar gets cracked. So you can only carry half the amount of soul you normally can. So, if you die, the game goes ahead and tells you you suck. In addition, you lose all the geo, but all of it is all the geo you have, but all of it is recollectible, except for some reason for hives. So, there's a lot of penalties to dying, and they're all very unpleasant. So my hot tip for this game is don't fucking die. Cause if you do, Mr. Team Cherry is out to get you. Anyways, now that I've died once, this boss should be super easy. You know, they say the soul of the dead is the second chance of bet. So yeah, I'm coming in with 15 geo, a soul bar about as full as I can make it, and in addition, like, you know, in what was it, that other game, that easy one, I want to call it Mark Souls, you simply had to go to a place you died to kind of recollect your kind of health and your geo and all that. Well, you don't have geo in Dark Souls, but you get what I'm saying. In this game, however, you have to fight your dead self. And the further you get into the game, the harder he becomes. Luckily, before this boss, they give you some nice enemies just to fill up your geo. They're not always that nice. And anyways, back to the False Knight. Now, I'm thinking I might be able to get a strat around abusing Fury of the Fallen. But last time I tried that, I did very much die. So that's something to think about. Anyways, you want to not do what I did and try and get in multiple hits on this guy while you can. Let me heal up and then attack this man who is pretending to be a knight but isn't really, as indicated by his kind of title. Wow, that thing has a hitbox, and now Sid's coming out the walls. Stuff is getting crazy. Yeah, I feel like I'm just kind of stuck here, but thank God he went back. Wow. Oh yay, Fury of the Fallen. And now I can heal up. Woo! Okay, this attempt is already going a lot better than the last one. I think I'm gonna try and leave in some parts of both attempts at least, because I feel like dying and starting over again is kind of a fundamental part of Hollow Knight, even if it shows off how bad I am at the first boss of the entire game. Okay, wow, I cannot believe I did not get hit there. So, anyways, let's kill the shit out of this guy. This guy caused the world to die. He is the main villain of the video game. He is the plague upon Hallownest, and he will be dead. And wow, one of the main things about this enemy is because you're hitting kind of his false armor, you do not get soul when you hit him. Unless you're hitting his kind of true self here. So, I need to hit his true self so I can heal up and not die. And wow, this is a long-ass boss fight. And thank God it's finally over. First boss fight of the games. These get a lot easier once you get the dash move and can just dash up and dash away. Anyways, this was really just a giant worm, and we can kind of inspect it, and we get the city crest. Wonder if we'll visit a city later. And in here, we get, wow, all the geo. I think on my first playthrough, I died immediately after this and lost all this, like, wealth. Turns out his, like, mace was also a man alive. So yeah. We have committed murder for the first time. And on that note, I think I will keep going. I want to show off kind of this new power, go by the map screen, and show off what rescuing that grub did before I end this first video. It'll probably be edited down pretty hard, just to kind of, you know, make it interesting and all that. I do really want to leave in that cool part where I found something in the starting area that I thought was pretty cool. Anyways, here's this lady, and she has the first of what I like to call a pretty nice bench. This is not the standard bench design. This bench is cool and awesome, and it still restores all your health. Anyways, you can listen to her, him, them. You can listen to them, and anyways, they enchant you with a free spell. Now this spell causes you to pass out from the sheer magical potency of what is probably the most important tool you'll use in the game.
Arjun, we can play these games. Arjun,
Yeah.
we can play these games afterwards.